When the world feels heavy and the nights get long, we lift each other up, that's how we stay strong. Every act of kindness starts a chain reaction. Every step of caring turns into action. Come together, lift each other, every neighbor, sister, brother. Hope grows louder when we share, love grows stronger when we care. Come together, stand united, every spark becomes ignited. Community, pay it forward, we're the light they're looking for.
Warning, the brown cloud is approaching. Some will try to outrun it. Others may not be so lucky. But don't worry, it's all part of the fun at the Chili Cook-Off for books and board games. Where the chili is hot, the flavors are bold. And Bear E has your back with the official Brown Cloud Preparedness Kit. Follow the plan. Know your exits, and whatever you do, hold your breath, because this temporary pain is all for a great cause. Join us, laugh with us, survive the brown cloud, together at Key Largo Lounge in Greeley.
Join us November 8th at 11 a.m. for the 10th annual Chili Cook-Off for books and board games at our home field, Key Largo Lounge, where our small market team is making a huge statement. Scan the code for tickets and sponsorship information.
Born into a real fight wasn't right. Where can she dream here? Took a hold of her life, left at night, stepping out of her fear. Bring me home, out of love.
Seeing some new faces and some old faces. So for the new faces, I'll try to start at the top. And for the old faces, I think you'll be pretty excited with where it's going. This is our current platform. This is if you've logged in or created your account and your membership, this is the platform that you've already started to see and know. Your dashboard, your profile, your chapters, and all of these menu options. One of the things over here on our development site is we're going to be cleaning it up. We're still dialing in some of the font and coloring. So you might have a hard time reading it today. I promise it won't be like that, by the time you actually get to have your hands on it. But over here is going to essentially be what is our new dashboard. So under the home, you'll actually be able to start seeing where your referrals are going and what it's actually generating you. We'll have some ad relationships. We'll have some of these buttons, which we're still building out. I'll show the demo over here, which is kind of our building environment. But just wanted to show that out here on the actual staging environment, this is a hosted website. We're moving along. Some of the items will be rolling out over the next 30 and 60 days as some of the assessments and some of the matching and deeper knowledge of your profile and getting some new assessments and reports up here. So some of this will be marked coming soon once you get your hands on it. But we're working diligently every day to get more features out there. So we'll have the marketplace. Again, right now it's just marked as coming soon because we're going to be getting that installed and configured. We're going to be kind of retooling the network. So right now you have your share link and your referral ID. You'll have your one-to-one CRM. This is what we're actually installing and finalizing right now, is kind of to David's point, that matching where you can actually send a link, send a landing page for people to land on and actually bring people into the network and connect them to you and code them to you. That way your guys' deals and business flow between each other comes together. And then we're also revamping the profile, so it's a little bit easier to navigate, both for your membership titles and your levels, but also you being able to list your seed and your need. This is just some demo information. It's not fully accurate. But if we come over to the actual example, and again, this just exists on app.wealthexponential.com. So the website you're used to going to, just put an app dot right in front of it, and you can actually click around all of this. Again, it iterates too quickly for me to take the time to make a video. We're on version 15 just from today. So we will eventually put a video up here. We might just get to live by the time that happens. You can get an app introduction, again, for some of our newer faces that will click you around kind of what each section of your backend and your platform is. And then you can navigate through kind of an empty app that doesn't have a lot of data in it. Or what is always kind of my show and tell is the app demo version. This will be mobile, tablet, and desktop responsive. So you can just kind of click through and get to know and learn your platform, kind of get in those reps, you know, in the sport language, start kind of practicing some of those conversations and navigating. Kind of to David's point, and where most of my show and tell was going to be today, is we have these 3 new buttons. And so what they are is they are to create and build your personal seed and need profile. So this is what you offer and what you need. Additionally, just some other information about you that would be helpful for the community. And so what that will actually be is, you know, you'll come in, you'll complete your profile. You know, I am Blake, and let's just say that for right now, I'm in marketing. And so I did my best to account for every industry that's out there. If I missed one, if I missed yours, let me know. But we try to account for every industry that is available. And then here's where you're actually going to start building your seed. And so for my example, I'll just kind of continue to use marketing. I come from a marketing background once upon a time. And so I'm in marketing and growth, and I've been doing that for about 6 to 10 years. I also have a videography background. And so I'm a videographer as a old trade, and I've got about 11 to 20 years in that market. I got put in that very young. And so you can start building out your profile. Then from continue on, this is what I'm needing. And so, okay, I'm a solopreneur, I've got my business going, but man, I just need bookkeeping because I'm afraid of the IRS. Or I need some business coaching. I need to reach out to Dr. Needham and have him help me scale my business. And so that puts the seed out there that this is what I'm looking for. And people who are offering this, people who have onboarded and said, this is my seed, we're gonna match that to your need. So as you click continue, we wanna know where you're at. So I am in Nashville, so I'm gonna say Nashville, and I'm in 12345 zip code. Then when I click continue, just a little bit more about you, again, just to try to connect you with like-minded peers and just to know where you're at. And so for most of this, you know, I did go through schooling, but most of my trade skills, I'm self-taught, you know, just kind of trial by fire. And so I would click self-taught under those. And some of my key leadership, or some of my key skills, I am not bilingual by any means, but just for fun, we'll say I'm good at fabrication as a key skill. And so that's actually going to build out my profile. So our Alex Morgan is our demo member here. And so Alex's need is now bookkeeping and business coaching. And so people who are in the marketplace and that member matching or that mentor matching, they're going to scroll through and say, hey, Alex just joined the platform and he needs bookkeeping. I'm a CPA. I'm going to connect with him and make sure that we can get our business deal going in that way. You'll also be able to come over to your network and it'll show you people who you actually recommend to based on your seed. And so out here, you know, this Marcus T needs HVAC shops and he probably needs a platform. And because of what I filled out in my profile, it's saying, hey, you should connect with Marcus T. So that's where we're going to be doing the interpersonal seed and need matching. Now, how do you actually introduce this to your friends, your connections, of the person you're out to dinner with, the person you meet on your walk or on the bus, on the train? You can go through 2 paths. There's Introduce We, which you guys have seen this, but it's now kind of revamped. There's the Introduce We, which it guides you through a conversation. I've now been doing this for a few weeks. I'm getting better at communicating this, but we don't all have the wonderful skill and blessing of being as well-spoken and intelligent as my dad and Dr. Needham. And so having a guided tour that you're just sitting across from the person and say, hey, let me tell you about this thing I've been doing. It's literally called Wealth Exponential. It's a referral collaborative sharing network. And it's basically a very short and sweet of that presentation that Kyle just finished for the last 15 minutes, just to kind of get them a bit of a taste, a bit of the meat on the bone. So you would click next. You kind of just run them through what the platform is, and then we drop right into that profile that you just completed for yourself, because we want them to actually show up to a dashboard that is built and catered to them. So when they click their login button, they're not going, okay, where do I put in my name? All the normal join registration stuff we hate in anything we're joining, we're going to solve most of that problem by the time they click their first login button. And so in this scenario, I'm just going to kind of pick on David. I'm going to say, you know, what does David do? He does cybersecurity, if I can type. And so I'm going to put David cybersecurity. All right. That's what does he need? He might need a web app. He wants to know where he's hosting. He wants to be able to have a website. So I'm going to end my conversation with him at dinner, say you're a cybersecurity analyst and you need a web app. Great. As soon as you click your button, you're already going to be getting matched and matching opportunities the minute you join the platform. So from here, we'd want to know where he is. I don't know where David is. I'm just going to put in ADSF. And then, what is possibly the more intriguing part? This is a slide I'm debating whether I keep or not. But basically, in this scenario, let's say that David's really just looking for some more income when he wants to grow his business. And so from there, it's going to make a recommendation. Hey, David, from what we know, you're wanting a little extra income. Let's put your need out there. Let's put your seed out there, and let's just get you into the member matching. Again, pretending that this is a stranger across from you. The next, it just shows that your network becomes your leverage. So David probably has some customers that might not know what he has, or as he's networking, people are going to come to him and find his seed. From here, we're just going to add them in. And so I'm going to actually pick on David. So I'm going to say, David, I don't know your last name, so we're just going to put X. And then I'll pretend I know your email address because I'm not going to blast it out there. And so once you land on the profile, it's basically going to give you a few drop downs of what do you want David or this person in front of you to do and encounter first when they land on the platform. Well, again, pretending David's a stranger, I'm going to say I need him to watch this 3-minute walkthrough because, again, I might not be the best communicator, and this is going to very quickly give them the nuts and bolts. Then from there, I actually want him to go ahead and find his fit, which is ultimately the seed and need. I just need to rename that button. And as soon as I click add to my network, this is just an example demo phone of, this new dashboard. You're actually going to get the email invite. And so as soon as he opens, I'm going to be updated. Hey, David actually opened your invitation. So I'm going to know how to actually check in and track David's progress through the platform based on his actual interaction around the platform. So as soon as he clicks take a look around, here's that video that I want him to watch. If he clicks the video, I get notified. Hey, David started the walkthrough video you left. If I click done, hey, David actually finished and I clicked too soon before that notification went away, it would let you know he finished. And then through here, you've already got your seed live because I preceded it. I let the community know, hey, David is coming. David is a cybersecurity analyst and he needs a web app. So what Kyle was already talking about, that chapter leader, that city leader is also going to get that same notification, say, hey, David's connected. Ideally and presumably they are very well connected inside their network. They probably also know that David is the solution, or they have the solution to David's problem, and they're immediately also going to be making those connections. So it also has that beautiful thing there. Then obviously from the profile, and then this is just the app as you know it. So these are the changes that are coming. It is a heavy lift getting all of this algorithmically to match and play nice together. So it is taking a little bit of time to get all of these data points in and get them communicating nicely. We're hoping by mid to late next week, we'll have that pretty much dialed. We're hoping by midweek, you'll be able to start seeing some of these new dashboards and at least the new menu system. The matching will be a little bit delayed behind it just because, again, we have 240 connections that have to algorithmically marry each other and make the appropriate connections. It's a little bit of time. But that's kind of where we're at in the last, this is what we've been building on. So that is the end of my show and tell, and I will open it up for hopefully someone else be taking the questions.
Great job, Blake. Great job. Any questions on what you all have seen with the
Every day, someone in our community is facing a challenge they shouldn't have to face alone. Your business can change that. When you join the community pay it forward family, your kindness becomes action, and your sales becomes hope. For as little as $20 a month, you help guide families, nonprofits, and neighbors from crisis to stability. One small step, one powerful mission, one community coming together. Join the family today. Visit the website or scan the code and become a business where people can shop with purpose and support with heart.
Hey everybody, so we decided to go on ahead and start this out with the recording so you could see a little bit about what's going on, because this is a brand new program. It's pieces are already out, but it's real close to coming all together, right, Les?
That's correct.
So, joining us for his monthly show is Mr. Les Simpson. So, we are proud to have him here. Les, why don't you tell us a little bit more? The one thing that I did notice about this is a great place where you can go. And as they were saying, when they were talking about the security individual, the cybersecurity individual, if you're looking for a website, there's a portal that you can go and find someone to do the website. So, I mean, this is a great place for businesses to connect with each other, right?
That's correct. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what the whole idea of it is, business connecting with each other. But the biggest part of the theme, which is completely different, and let me back up a little bit and understand Dr. Needham. Dr. Needham, first off, when you scroll down on the first page, you will find him on the front cover of USA Today and MSN Business. So needless to say, he knows a little bit about business. But all his 50 years in business have all been very unique, game-changing, industry-changing businesses that he's got into. And by the way, when he went into the Air Force, he actually helped, as a space scientist, he helped launch 14 of the space shuttles. So he calls himself the hillbilly space scientist because he grew up very poor as a hillbilly. And but the first business he got into, and talk about innovative. If you remember, 30 years ago, we just were getting into the ATM machines. And the ATM machines were trying to contact banks, and they were completely overloaded, and they couldn't get in. And so Dr. Needham went to the banks and says, I want to be your intermediary, and I'll take care of the ATMs and just give the information to you. And at that point, they were charging $2 a transaction to get your money. And he says, I only want 5 cents. The bank said, go for it. Got all you want. And so Dr. Needham had 8,000 ATMs within 2 years, and he was earning $65,000 to $75,000 a month just on that 5 cents. And that's what he talks about all the time. That little tiny seed grows. And then after 5 years, the banks bought him out. Now remember, this was 30 years ago for $2.5 million. So, and then they bought it, and then they took over at that point. And to tell you about his creativity, for the last 30 years, he's had the franchise industry on their head. To explain that, it usually takes 5 to 7 years to get your money out of a franchise. His investment grade, by the way, he has a book, Investment Grade Franchising, take 1 to 2 years. And so again, he's created 300 different types of franchises that only take 1 to 2 years. And so he's turned the franchise industry on their head. Now the next is Wealth Exponential. Now Wealth Exponential, what that means is wealth not by yourself. Wealth that's collaborating with all other businesses. And so now everybody's sharing everybody else's revenue in a way that you can actually bring in your top competition and share in their revenue. So it's not about competition anymore, because the big companies make it because they collaborate with other big companies. Small companies don't, they're alone. And they have to try to figure out how, unfortunately, to put other businesses out of business so they can live. Well, that stops. With the Wealth Exponential, what it is as the app showed you, when you join, and that's supposed to be active this week, by the way, as far as being able to do that by Friday, and hopefully that'll be done. And once you join free under this URL of Zach's, then you will be getting updates on emails of what's happening and when the app is available to download and so forth. But the website will be active first because it's already there. They're putting the app together and submitting it to Apple and all that good stuff. But and they're supposed to have that done by the end of the month. But my point is, when you come on, the first thing we do, there's 2 parts of the profile. The seed, what you can actually provide, our membership. At this point, we've got about 400 members so far, and we haven't even started. So there's 400 businesses out there could use your services. And the seed finds that, and then what your need is, of what you need to build your business. And then we find that. Now, all we ask, and you join this free, by the way, all we ask is when we bring your client to you, that you pay into the pool 5, 10, 15, 25%, whatever they pay you that you would consider your marketing cost, which you'd be paid through Google or whatever, or even referral fees. And then you put it in the pool, and then when you buy the coaching from them, that member's going to put it in the pool too. And the pool is distributed every 30 days in cash. That's what people blow their mind. They're expecting some kind of points that you get for something. You're going to get cash. And that's what blows everybody's mind. This is not prizes or anything else. This is cash. And when you bring in other businesses free and they buy from our members, you get more points in the pool, and it determines how much that you bring. And one of the big ones is, and I really want people to understand this, is, and we're going to play another 17-minute here to show you the business model. But what I want you to understand is we have all the services needed to grow the smallest business to the billion-dollar business. And once you join as a member free, if you have a company that you know that you have the owners
Hello, world.
and so forth,
My name is
you could bring them in, and every time one of our members buy from them, you get a commission. And so I just talked to a gentleman today that works with retirees. And of course, he's trying to protect the money and grow the money, not through securities, because he said you can lose there, but different insurance products, which allow us to grow and protect it. And I says, what if you could have all your retirees pick 5 to 10 businesses they know, bring them in, and we're going to build that business. Let's say it's a car wash. And we're going to build that business, show it how to get better. But every time one of our members buy that car wash, you're going to get a commission. And I says, can you imagine your people that are retiring have 5 to 10 businesses out there and have a complete income coming from that? And he says, this is unheard of. And I says, that's right. That's Dr. Needham. It's unheard of. He builds things nobody else has heard of. And the nonprofits, in fact, we have a nonprofit coming called Einstein Cares. It's a big one. And what they do, they don't have the nonprofit itself that provides care. What they do is they build money to give to nonprofits that help child abuse. And in fact, they just signed a contract with Visa. And any of their people, their members that purchase this Visa prepaid card for $100, they will donate $5 to any charity you name. And so all the ones, for instance, on this platform, once they join, they can get some of the spillover from that. Plus, they actually have 100,000 members that support them, and they're going to be coming aboard. So if you have a nonprofit, two things are going to happen. Number one, your members can buy the card and you can get $5 per member. The second part is, do you really think some of those 100,000 that support this might want to also support your nonprofit? So one of the things on the profile is if you are charity minded, and we'll match you up with the people, your nonprofit, with the people who want to support you. I mean, this is absolutely unheard of, but it's here, and everybody can participate in it. And so one of the things I want to do is play this 17-minute, so you'll get an idea. The other thing you're going to find on this 17-minute is when you register free, then we actually have 5 levels of supervision, not levels, but positions of supervision. That's one of the things. It's not level. It's multi-level. Everything is separate, but 5 positions that are actually trained to how to build your business. And it's called a chapter, and a franchise, a city, a county, and a division, I believe. And all 5 of those, when you join, it's their job to try to find the person to match to you for who you can buy your services and also could help you. And so that's what this 17-minute video is going to show. But what blows my mind is everything has a place. And when you bring in the company yourself, that's the only time you to get a commission, unless you're selling we services. And he's going to tell you 10 different services you can sell tomorrow to any company and get a commission for it. But any company you bring in yourself, when somebody buys from it, you get a commission before the points. The points are distributed at the end of the month. Now, one of the things, a lot of the national carriers that are getting ready to come on this, you'll be able to sell their services too. But again, you don't have to do the selling. All you do is bring them in, sign them up for their profile, and we have people that are paid to get to do the selling, introductions, or the artificial intelligence will. So this can be the most passive thing you've ever done in your life, or you can really be aggressive and go after big companies and so forth and bring them in. So, questions?
Yeah, the first question is this is a program that it really does. It sounds great. What are some of the better benefits for a nonprofit coming in? Like, what if I'm running a nonprofit? Why do I want to come in and join right away?
Okay. Number one, to help all the companies that want to support them, and at the same time get donations from them.
Okay.
The second thing,
go on ahead, please.
Also for $29, you can have your own social media and talk about your nonprofit. It's connected to Google Newsfeed. And so when people find out about this, you might get donations from that. So the different, and when you go to the $29 level, then you're actually on a directory where people can find you. Otherwise, we're matching you. But on $29, you're on a directory where people actually can find you without the AI or without the people that are designed for it.
You mentioned that this is really close to coming to full fruition. It's not quite there yet. When are the projections that this is going to be up and running completely?
Okay, as far as the app itself to bring people in and match, that's supposed to be by the end of the month. We're actually going to have assessments and so forth that people can take to determine what level their business is and what they need. And that could be up to the end of September. But the other thing is, by the 1st of September, we're supposed to have the franchises. Now, to explain the franchise, we're talking $2,500 per zip code. And the max you can buy is 5. People ask why. This is for small businesses. We limit it to 5 so not a billionaire can't come in and buy all the zip codes and leave everybody else out. So we leave it to 5. But when you buy a zip code, every single sale of any business, of any product in that zip code, you get a part of. And
when you own a zip code, do the people that are working with you, do they have to be within that zip code?
No. Nope.
Okay.
And so if you have the zip code and somebody decides, oh, I know the car dealership in that zip code, and they go in and sign them up, you get a part of it because it's part of your zip code.
Okay. And I think the last thing I've got for you on this, Les, is we see the link below, and that is my link that is I'm signed up under you. The link below is a link that is tied directly to us, which means when you sign up using this link, not only are you getting this wonderful passive income that Les was talking about, but you're also going to be able to donate to a mission of your choice. Les, can you tell people exactly what's going to happen when they click on to this link?
Sure. When they click onto this link, you will be on Zach's team. And what that means is, number one, and again, you join free, and then determine if you want the break your pocketbook at 29. If you, and by the way, at 29, we're also going to help you build courses, like if you were on Kajabi, except for it's $29, not $300 a month. And we have all the resources. And so what it does is it gets you in and on the process of finding your seed who wants to buy from you and what your need is. And plus the fact at this point you can bring in any business and start getting commissions from them. But the main thing is start helping them build. And it's kind of like I talked to a guy today. He said, you mean to tell me I do all this marketing, I get this company, and I know that one of my competitors could do a little bit better than what I could for this particular thing. He says, now I don't have to worry about losing the commission by sending it to my competitor. I said, that's right, because you're going to share in their revenue when you send them over. And so the competition is gone. And that's what, one of the things that I studied so long under J.W. Wilson, and he would have loved this platform because the one thing he believed constantly in is everybody shares. Neuroscience says we're all created to do very well, but we're also created to get along with everybody else. We were designed, like for instance, if you're going to build a building, take an architect, a carpenter, and a garbage collector. Is there any one of those that doesn't need the other person? No.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No. Look, we've been screaming lately the message that, you know what, there is nobody who's gotten anywhere in life alone. Everyone has utilized something that someone else has brought into existence. Even the people who consider themselves like loners, they have still used programs, products, or you know, what be it, they've still used those things to get where they're, you know, where they're at. So,
Yep. And,
so, my last question for you, and then what we'll do is we will go on ahead and play the last video, and we'll go on ahead and sign off, and then I'll play the last video. Is, Les, you've done a lot of programs like this. What is the one thing about Wealth Exponential that really excites you?
the support. You don't have to worry about this being built. I mean, between Dr. Needham and Kyle, who you'll see on the video, these people are extremely successful business people. You don't have to worry about, is this going to be built? Kyle himself has built 4 multi-million-dollar network marketing back offices. He's built over 400 membership groups. He has billion-dollar clients. And so the one thing we don't have to worry about is no money to put it together. And all this is happening. It's just as soon as, like he said, just on this software that he's bringing forward, there's 240 algorithms that have to be connected. And that's what's taken him, of course, till the end of the month and so forth, maximum 60 days. But they're experts. And the other thing is attitude. Dr. Needham, when you meet him, by the way, anybody, you can, tomorrow at 12 o'clock Mountain Time, I can give you the link and you can attend a meeting and listen to them and meet Dr. Needham. But the one thing, his wife told me that while he's on these videos, he's in shorts and sandals. He is the most down-to-earth person I've ever seen in my life. And I also found out today that he's, by the way, a ordained minister. He's spent 3 years, 3 times a year in Africa, led missions to help the African teenagers understand that they could be the president of the country in Africa if they had the right attitude and understanding. And so he did that for 3 years. And so if you have any Christian ministries, let's bring him aboard, or any other type of nonprofits, because he's had the experience. And that's what I love, is this guy is a heart of gold and the resources to get things done.
You know, this program, there is a lot of similarities between this program and what we do here at Community Pay It Forward, because there is money that's, going elsewhere. It's not money going into one pocket. It's going to the benefit of others. The one thing that I also agree that you guys are doing is this gives you and your business a chance to tell your story. And we all know that one of the worst problems any nonprofit has is silence. And that's not being able to yell loud enough to get your name out there. Look, I'm never going to be one that tells you do not use any resource, because you have to use everything that is at your disposal. And we know when you're first starting these nonprofits, getting in anywhere for free is the best way for you to get out there where you need to be. So this is definitely something, why not get in? Why not check it out and see what you can do and earn yourself a little bit of money and a lot of recognition. So did I get that all right there, Les?
100%. And I hope they really listen to it. This is free. And they can all bring supporters in free. And we will build them and they can get their funding.
That sounds great. All right, Les, you are going to be joining us sporadically as this program continues to grow. You and I are going to we're going to bring an end to this show on its regular basis, but you're going to be coming on. You're still part of the family. You're still helping us help others, and we're thrilled to death with that. But we're going to be doing things a little bit different, and we're moving to a different direction with this. I just want to say, as a personal message to you, thank you, my friend. You've been a wonderful, wonderful person, partner, friend for the last 4 years. It's been an absolute joy getting to know you and your wife. And I look forward to all the things that we're going to continue to do. I know that you and your wife are going to hopefully be joining us again around December for Miracle of the Season. And then, of course, again during Mission for Healthy Heroes. I know that those Mission for Healthy Heroes, I know, is very important to you as
Sure.
you are a veteran. So it's something that you also had your own struggles with. So, but I just want to say to you that I thank you. Thank you for everything, Les. Thank you for your support, and thank you for everything that you've done. And it has just been a true pleasure to get to know you.
Thank you much. And vice versa.
So I do appreciate it. So what we're going to do now is you can get a hold of Les by scanning the QR code right above his head. But there's an easier way to do that. What you do is you say, hey, Zach, I'd like to talk to Les. I'd like to learn a little bit more. First off, get signed up for free. Okay, get signed up for free and you can learn a lot more about this. You can have the one-on-one. If you're interested in the meeting, I'm going to have Les send me the link so I can just put it in the description and you can join it tomorrow. So just go on ahead and click on that link and it takes you right into the meeting. You're going to learn everything that you need to know. But we're going to play this again. Scan the QR code. You get to Les. You get to learn everything that you need to know about him and everything he's got going on. But Les, thank you again. And I will talk to you soon as we continue to learn more about how we can grow our wealth exponentially.
Sounds phenomenal. Have a good evening.
Thank you, sir. Yep.
Hey friends, I've been thinking, we all have our strengths, right? There are things I'm great at and things I'm definitely not great at. I can talk to anyone, anywhere, but ask me to add something to a website or an app. Yeah, that's where things get a little messy. Oops, I love speaking, I love sharing stories. But social media, all those hashtags, algorithms, trends, that's a jungle I still haven't mapped out. Now, coming up with ideas that bring people together, that's my sweet spot. But bookkeeping, let's just say numbers, and I have agreed to stay in separate corners. And you know what? That's okay, because someone out there is good at those things. And when we work together, that's when the magic happens. Community Pay It Forward has never been about one person. It's a program built by many to support even more. Every single one of us brings something special to the table. We all have talents that make us strong on our own, but imagine how powerful we become when we combine them. That's the heart of Community Pay It Forward. Your skills, my skills, our hearts, working side by side to make a real difference. So tell me, what are you good at? Let's discover it together. Visit communitypayitforward.us and join the movement.
Here is we will be using that project management software for not only inside of executing Weave when we're actually doing projects that require project management, we'll actually be using this for our investment grade systems and different things like that that happen inside the Wealth Exponential vertical as well. There's two primary ways that we code. I come from, as you'll see in a little bit, a custom coding background. I started building membership platforms in the year 2000, so it was 4.5 million lines of custom PHP, MySQL, Java, all of that. And then in 2015 began to move to WordPress and became one of the few developers, in the world that develop WordPress platforms and membership platforms at scale. So I have WP platform where we focus on WordPress platforms. And now we're kind of making our way back to custom coding, but now with Vibe, which means AI-driven code. We're doing a lot of Vibe coding and helping people bring their Vibe code platforms to market. TribePub is where we actually build the platform unified business. That's mainly what you're interacting with when you're interacting with wealthexponential.com. TribePub is all about creating platform unified businesses for tribe leaders. Dr. Needham is the tribe leader. Les, much like we talked about, I'm kind of the technology company behind Dr. Needham. And, TribePub is what we're doing there. We also have Gamplify, which you would appreciate, Les, is gamification, social engagement, architecture, and behavior design. And we'll get a little bit into that. This is points, levels, badges, achievements, streaks, and the types of things that allow people to get deeply engaged with membership communities, change behavior, increase learning, those types of things. We have our own digital publishing platform called Gap Books, where it's kind of like Kindle on steroids and gamified. And then Tripod is our marketing system that we use to market platforms and different things like that. So all of these technology stack will be behind Wealth Exponential over the next several months. TribePub is the one that you're seeing now. A little bit about my background. I call myself an architect. It's hard to explain all the things that I do. That architecture journey's been basically a 3-step journey. from a platform architect to a social engagement architect to an intangible economy architect. 2015 was roughly around the time Dr. Needham and I started connecting. So he started me down that whole world of collaboratism and intangible economy. And I've been a sales strategy architect for 25 years now because I've bootstrapped all of my companies. When I explain my journey, I use Jeffrey Moore's Crossing the Chasm because my whole business life has been getting people to adopt technology, right? And so I've been kind of going along this. When I look at the technology curve that he came up with, I kind of look at it as a mountain, right? And there's a chasm point that you have to jump through. There's peak adoption, and then there's long tail. And this is where I lead all my clients through as they're getting adoption for their tribes and also as they're getting adoption for the technology. I started my journey in the year 2000. By 2010, I'd kind of crossed that chasm. And now, I guess, in ranking myself here in 2026, I'm ranked number 1 on Upwork for membership platforms, gamification, all the different things that would allow me to rank. I don't know how you rank yourself in the world, but when you come up the top search results in Upwork for these types of things, it's one of the best ways I know how to rank myself from that standpoint. In 2010, I got tired of just building membership platforms. I wanted to start getting people actually engaging with the content community and commerce, not just building the technology of the membership platform, but actually going deeper with the learning, going deeper with coaching, going deeper with all of the different business models that we supported. By 2020, I'd crossed the chasm on that, had built hundreds of gamification platforms, and now ranked top in the world, top on Upwork for gamification, those types of things. And now as social engagement architect, been doing a lot in that arena and, working on crossing the chasm there. So it's been this kind of journey of, really addressing technology in multiple ways. The main way I manifest that is Tribe Hub. And Tribe Hub is about growing, monetizing, and serving tribes. When we think about Wealth Exponential, we're a tribe, right? We're a tribe of people. It's just literally a business association. And there's not an entity. It's literally we. It's going from me to we, right? But that tribe does have a tribe leader. Dr. Needham has been the face and the founder and the impetus of this. And, he is an organization, a brand, an author, a coach, consultant. He's an entrepreneur, speaker, creative influencer. This is my avatar. I basically build platforms for the Dr. Needhams of the world who are doing these things. And when I say a platform, I mean a platform unified business, right? A tribe leader, and Dr. Needham talks a lot about this, the lone nut dancing in the field can dance, right? And he can draw a crowd, but that crowd then has to have a platform unified business and a place to kind of come together and really make that happen. And so, the reason I'm qualified to share this on enterprise level is because I've been doing over 25 years. I've had over 100,000 paying members to my own platforms. Quarterback, it's way more than 5 million contacts now, well over 450 organizations we built platforms for, originally 4.5 million lines of code. Now, what's important about it as we think about taking We viral is back in the year 2000, I got into this. I'd studied engineering, physics, computer science, and mathematics. I was being geared to be a nuclear reactor engineer for either commercial or military. So I had a computer background, had a mathematics background, had a physics background, but ended up pursuing some other entrepreneurial journeys. Those things failed. And my spiritual mother actually introduced me to network marketing as a former pastor and as a former golf pro. My dad was a PGA professional. We got pitched every network marketing thing under the sun. But in the year 2000, I found myself in a living room, right? This is going to become getting introduced to a network marketing opportunity. This is going to become important because viral word of mouth, person to person growth has been the DNA of where I even started building membership platforms. And that same type of viral growth, not with any means a network marketing financial model, but with the same processes of how do you go to create a person to person movement has been built into my technology since day one. And we'll take a look at that here. So take out the multi-level compensation of network marketing. I haven't worked with a network marketing company in probably 15 years, right? But the concept of how you get people to create a movement and that behavior design model has been a big part of mine. So when I got introduced to network marketing, though, I fell in love with it. I became the guy in front of the room drawing all the little circles. If you recruit two, you're going to be a millionaire in 20 days, right? But I had a gut punch real quick. I found out that 97 out of 100 people failed. I had a moral dilemma. I wasn't going to stand in front of the room and continue to promote network marketing. So I was either going to leave the industry or fix it. I decided I'm going to fix it. So I took a deep dive into really understanding the industry, came across Robert Kiyosaki, who said the richest people in the world build networks. Everyone else is trained for work. So I decided I'm going to start building networks. So how do I take this concept of people sitting in a living room pushing play on a VHS or a CD or a audio cassette, and how do I take that out to the up and coming internet that was blossoming in the late 90s and the early 2000s? And I did that by taking what was the video presentation, the audio presentations, and making those as animated flash presentations that could stream over a 14.4 kilobyte dial-up modem with a 3-second buffer time. By being able to do and present media over the internet in those early days and that well, that's what took us to so many network marketing companies licensing our software. So I built an initial team. We launched our first site in 2001, which was a really actually nice site. Patented my one-to-one CRM. What you'll also appreciate in here is that we also created a neural dynamic profile. We literally were tracking people's use behaviors, actually determining what their decision strategy was, what their communication style was, based on how they were interacting with the software, and actually dynamically changed the content to match their auditory, kinesthetic, digital, video, audio, moving away, moving towards, all of those types of styles, and to help increase conversion. So, I mean, it was a serious patent. Wrote the first book, MLM Myth, after I read the book E-Myth, which is really important for us in the franchise industry. E-Myth was kind of the Bible of the franchise industry for quite some time. With Michael Gerber, I fell in love with system-centered versus people-centered businesses. And so I built 7 laws of network marketing and embedded those into the software code itself of how we create system-centered networks versus personality or people-centered businesses. And then I read this book in 2003, which was really, I would say, almost a prophetic book of where the internet was going, communities of commerce. This predicted social, this predicted what we really see today as what's happening. So I started building early on those concepts of building communities of commerce and really building those. Got into all the long form sales copy and how do you sell online, creating sales pages, toured all across the United States, recruiting people onto the software. And then by 2008 was a very early adopter in gamification. This was Isogenics, a multi-billion-dollar nutraceutical company. How do we get them to lose weight, run more, eat their vitamins, drink their shakes, lose weight, do all of those types of things. So we were throwing points, levels, badges, challenges, leaderboards, scorecards, team competition, all that kind of stuff way back in the day. From that standpoint. And by the time I got to about 2010, I realized, wow, I'm now building networks for networks. And much like there's Wells Fargo today and Levi Strauss, I was selling picks and shovels to the entrepreneurial landscape. To kind of put this in context, I began my first platform in the year 2000, launched it by 2001, filed a patent in 2002, published my first book in 2003. WordPress wasn't even launched in 2003, MySpace 2003, Facebook 2004. So we were a really early adopter in there. By 2008, I had started really leading into tribes, thus Tribe Pub and all the tribe stuff that I do. Red Dream Giver, really got an understanding of how this is a marketplace ministry versus just a traditional business, and really began to scale from there. And so began to really start working with a lot of larger ministries and different things like that. And by 2015, I'd kind of semi-retired because we were super successful in what we did. I kind of farmed with my wife, did a lot of other ministry stuff, launched that personal development company Les, you and I were talking about, really studied game thinking, game dynamics, gamification, began to apply a lot of this stuff. And my little kids who were in the business holding cameras in our studios early on had become young adults. So in 2015, we began to retire all of the custom code and began to move into WordPress. Now, I got pulled kicking and screaming into WordPress because I was a custom coding guy and I wasn't big into WordPress. But as we began to look at it, we began to realize, okay, we're just hosting on the same place we've hosted our custom code. We're using WordPress as our content management system with page builders, SEO tools, security tools. We're using any one of the CRMs out there from Salesforce to HubSpot to any one of the ones. And we can actually do the social community, the learning, the gamification, the forms, all of that using sets of plugins. We can tie that to everything that's off the platform and then put our centralized reporting system right in the center. So I began to convert a lot of my enterprise level clients like wall builders, going back to political activism, very conservative political organization, the largest Amazon seller network in the world, 90,000 members selling on Amazon, kind of the Joyce Myers of the Word of Faith, millions of followers, different things like that. Glenn Beck, the Shaq movie, John Osroff, going back to neuroscience and neurogym. Success Magazine, one of the largest personal development companies, over 100,000 members on their platform, different things like that. So we've been doing this at scale, for many, many years, and really not just tying their platform to one ecosystem, but actually being able to tie it to a much broader ecosystem. So that's TriPub. We do a lot inside of our gamification. We have CRMs, game, LMS, reporting, events, teams, boss, assess, AI, all of that. And teams will be a lot of what we're talking about less as we think about going one to many and selling a lot of different things like that. We do deep engagement in business processes. We're going to be seeing a lot of that. I'll actually show you some of that where this is Global Sisters, a business incubation for disadvantaged women all across Australia. We track their business progress from idea to launch to startup to established. We have these very in-depth, how do you take a business process, business system, phase process and break it into micro steps? And then gamify it and make it fun, points, levels, badges, whether we're doing, fun, whimsical stuff or more serious gamification or full on business processes. So with that, we're now beginning to manifest that into Wealth Exponential. We haven't done a ton with the website outside of its initial launch. As you know, it has the functionality out here of dashboard, profile, chapter groups, LMS learning, social, the member directory, groups, forms, all of that. This is just kind of that basic rollout. And of course, we have the affiliate system as well, which we'll talk about in just a minute. We did the immersion a few months back, spent quite a bit of time, Dr. Needham and I getting the immersion ready, stood up the website so that we would at least have a website out there. It's super technical. It's not a salesy website. It's more of a technical website, and just got the basic configuration going really almost today. Basically summarizes kind of our kickoff to where now we start taking all of what I just showed you in that background and really start bringing the horsepower to the business model. Dr. Needham and I, my daughter, had a call this morning, and we're going to be taking the business model of all the investment grade businesses, whether it's investment grade franchises, investment grade platforms, and all of that, and start building those in along with the chapter and the growth models and doing all of that. And so I want to thank you all for being part of the technology group here, because it's going to take a brain trust for us to get this done. And it's going to take a brain trust for us to actually, in a collaboratism, for us to build it together. So, Dr. Needham, did I miss anything you want me to share? I know that was a bullet process, but is there anything else?
Do you think it would be fruitful to share the chart that shows all the different platforms that we're bringing together? Do you have that integration of collaboratism and all of those, that one chart that shows all that?
I don't know. Yes, I think that's inside. You mean the silos that we look at?
Yeah, the silos, just so you can see how we're kind of pulling it together.
Sure.
We don't have to go through the whole thing, just kind of let them see visually what we're trying to assemble there.
Absolutely. So when I build, like with Dr. Needham, we build.
There we go. That's what I was talking about, yeah.
Very detailed scope. The first thing Dr. Needham I did when he reached out in January, February is really take a look at, and I've got it over here in a Miro board as well. We really looked at, what are his verticals, right? And we really try to kind of take his world and silo it up. So in the wealth silo is Wealth Exponential. Then there's wealthexponential.com / the events, like the Nashville event, all of that. Wealth Made Simple, we may roll that out, but we have investment grade franchising and all the other investment grades. Then we have all of his personal brands, his books, secondary books, those types of things that we're developing. And then there's collaboratism, which we get to say collaboratism.com now because we bought the .com, praise the Lord. And so we've got collaboratism, Center for Collaborative Sharing. And then the franchise model is kind of standing on its own over here with collaborative franchise systems, fran tools, all of that. And so we kind of silo those up a little bit. And we're going to be actually looking at how they relate together more and more in the future. And we'll share this architecture document here in the future. We're still kind of in the process of developing it. Let me see if I have that diagram here as well, Dr. Needham. So this is kind of how those things kind of begin to work together, where you have Wealth Exponential, the event pages, the courses, its relationship to all the different investment grades will be connecting. But at the hub of it all is going to be Wealth Exponential and how it acts as the hub. Now, maybe I'm going a little too far here, Dr. Needham, let me know. If not, what we've mainly been working on most recently is really getting into this architecture document, which is going to be ready to be shared with you all very soon, where we're really trying to break down all of the language. This is not a business plan as much as it is me and my team really trying to get our minds wrapped around everything that's in Dr. Needham's wonderful mind. So we're in here really beginning to define what is Wealth Exponential, what is investment grade, what is investment grade systems, what are investment grade architects, which we all on this call pretty much are, what's an investment grade opportunity, ideas, business, franchise, platforms, which is a little bit into my world, AI, real estate, and really just investment grade to infinity, like all different types of business models. What's IMO? What's AMIS? What's our ASIM model? What's a collaborative share agreement and a covenant share agreement? Then our M7 model, all of that. So we're working on all of our executive summaries. We have a full detailed business model of all the different business models inside of We, from the standpoint of all the different income streams, all the different products and services that are being offered. All of that's in here from just the memberships on down through. There's, I don't know, 11 pages of business model, the AMOS model where we tack on architecture and SysOps to the IMO model. We're going to be rolling out the ASIM model, which is going to be extremely important for how we actually create investors as passive by really creating a very structured manager and operator system that is multi-tiered, not multi-tiered from a network marketing standpoint, but multi-leveled so that there really can be passive investors. We're really getting very deep into what investment grade systems are and defining them extremely clearly. What is an investment graded system? What's an investment grade franchise? Getting super deep in how we do that from collaborative franchise systems as one of the vendors, and then investment grade platforms. So there's a lot of work that we've been doing kind of behind the scenes to really develop kind of the operating manuals and processes. Matter of fact, what we're starting on Tuesday, and Dr. Needham, sorry if I'm getting too far ahead on this, but we're actually taking We and investment grade through Dr. Needham's processes of how do we actually systemize it at a whole nother level. So my daughter Brooklyn and I are going to be kind of taking with Dr. Needham investment grade, and we do the process of how do we scale it in the same way we scale a franchise or the same way we scale anything else, where it kind of pulls the owner operator out and really creates even a deeper level of systems. And then those systems will make their way into technology as well.
Hopefully that gave you all a good, you might stop the recording there.
Sure, absolutely.
Every day, someone in our community is facing a challenge they shouldn't have to face alone. Your business can change that. When you join the Community Pay It Forward family, your kindness becomes action, and your sales becomes hope. For as little as $20 a month, you help guide families, nonprofits, and neighbors from crisis to stability. One small step, one powerful mission, one community coming together. Join the family today. Visit the website or scan the code and become a business where people can shop with purpose and support with heart.
So we have something very, very special going on right now because we are coming up next Monday on a day of gratitude. And it honestly is a day that is needed so badly. Not just in this country, but in this world. We have people who just cannot remember what it's like to suffer. And we need people to understand that, you know what, suffering is part of life. And we need to make sure that when someone helps us, when someone reaches out, when someone makes a huge difference in our life, we need to show gratitude. We need to show gratitude to our supporters. We need to show gratitude to our customers. We need to show gratitude to people who just are there. Show gratitude to people who have always been there, who have always stepped up and been beside us. And so for the next little bit, for the next 2 weeks, we are putting together a package to where All of our packages, with the exception of the silver package, are on sale up to 35% off on the platinum package. And every single one of them, including silver, has an extended timeline added to it. So let's put it this way: no matter what package that you buy, you purchase to join the partners, you will not be paying again until at least 2028. So this is a little video that I recorded earlier. For those of you who didn't see it, this is about something that's going on, because you know what? We all need a little bit of support sometimes, and gratitude is something that we can truly show if we all come together. Buddy, how's it going? My name is Zach Clayton. I am with Community Pay It Forward, the Come Together Compass, and Pact Podcasting Networks. We're going to be doing something today that, well, God gifted me with three things: a big gut, a big butt, and a big mouth. And I enjoy talking, and I enjoy talking to you, the wonderful people out there, because I'm hoping that you will find a lot of value in what we are doing at Community Pay It Forward. And we are wanting to make a huge drive for this next week. It's actually only 6 days from now when this all comes together, but we're still going to call it a week, and we'll probably carry the special on for at least until at least next Friday, because today we are beginning what is called Gratitude in Action Week. Okay, this is not a week of passive appreciation. This is a week of a movement, a week of responsibility, a week of true commitment. Gratitude means nothing if it stays quiet. Gratitude becomes powerful only when we turn it into action. And we at Community Pay It Forward are asking you to join us in this action. No matter if you're a giving partner, which means you team with us, and a portion of your sales goes to help someone in the community, help someone who needs our help. Yeah, and look, yes, this means financially. We're able to support nonprofits. We're able to support charity fundraising. We're able to support kids raising money for school, church, or club activities, trying to raise money for people to help them out. Because there's nothing in this world more frustrating than feeling like you're alone. And we're asking you to join us right now during Gratitude Week and make a huge difference for people. Look, Community Pay It Forward is built on one truth. When people participate in this program, lives change. When people get involved, families find support. When partners step forward, missions grow. And when a community acts together, no one faces hardship alone. So this week, we're calling on everyone out there. That includes you. Not softly, not gently. We're not going to nudge. We're going to come right out and say it. Hey, we need your help. Join us. Let's make this difference right now. Directly. We're coming at you. We need your help. If you feel like your business needs a little shot in the arm, if you're looking around saying, you know what, I think we can do a little bit better than just, doing radio ads or TV ads or something. We have a much more cost-effective plan, and with your help, this plan can be better than any other form of advertising, because what we're doing is we're helping community stand up. What happens when a community stands up, folks? That means people can afford to shop with you. We're asking people to do one simple thing: turn shopping for goods and services they need into a donation and help others stand up, lift up, get healthy again. So if your business would like something new, you would like to join our Giving Partner program, it's time. Time to join the family is right now. Scan this QR code and find out more. If you're a nonprofit, if you're a family in need, and I'm going to preface this by saying we do not have a program that helps immediately. We're in this for the long run. We want to make sure that you are healthy for the long run. So we can't help with like rental assistance right now, but you know what? If we get started today, maybe we can help you in September. Plan ahead and we can get ahead. School began today here in Greeley. If your kid needs to raise money for some scholastic or maybe even a sports benefit, this is a perfect program for you because you ask people to shop with our partners and a portion of that sale goes directly back to what you're raising money for. We will, anytime somebody sends us a portion of the sales, we're going to give it to the school in your name. It's that simple. So if you take and you scan this code, it's going to take you directly to the application where you can read the booklet first and learn how your business can support missions without asking your customers to spend any extra money. Just simply by shopping with you, you support wonderful programs all over the country, better yet, all over the world. And when you're ready, the application's right there. Simply fill out that application and you can begin today to be a partner. We have a special rate going on right now. Contact me and I'll tell you about it. You can just go right here to this code and it'll take you directly there. Your involvement matters. Your visibility matters not just to you, but to other people, because there are people out there right now looking for your service. And if you join us, we are going to tell people where you're at. Your impact matters when you join us. You help families, veterans, caregivers, survivors, and neighbors, so many more who need a helping hand. You become part of a network that refuses to let anyone fall because they couldn't find help. If you're a mission partner, this means if you run a nonprofit, are you a school that would like to a little bit of help raising money for a field trip or the scholastic venture or a sports program? Are you part of a gymnast meet that you need to raise some money? Do you have a science fair coming up? We are a program that can help you out. It's a one-time fee of $25 to come in so we can do the paperwork, give you the badge. All you have to do is ask people, hey, you know what? Instead of going to one of the big name stores, why don't you check with Community Pay It Forward, see if they can help you. Because if they can help you, we earn money simply because of where you chose to shop. Look, if you're a mission partner, your voice is needed. We need to hear your story. Everyone needs to hear your story because There are people out there who are feeling alone, and your story can change their path. It can lead them into a positive direction. And all we need to do is tell your story. It can help people. Your story can guide someone from defeat to success, from loneliness to feeling fulfilled. You have the power to make a difference by simply telling your story. Your mission is needed. And you know what? As much as we wish we could just open a nonprofit and everybody knows we exist, we need to work. Let us tell your story. Your courage is needed. You are where you're at because you decided, I struggled with this. I don't want other people to struggle with this. So I'm going to tell my story and help people through this. Let's tell people your story. Simply reach out to me at Zach at communitypayitforward.us or go to the information below. Your link is there. You can turn your nonprofit. You can raise money for your nonprofit, for your charity, for whatever you need help with by simply asking people to shop with the Community Pay It Forward giving partners. That's it. If you're a nonprofit, all we're doing is taking and turning a referral that businesses give me into a donation. They give me $10, you get $7. They give me $100, you get $70. They give me $1,000, folks, you get $700. The divisions never change. You get 70% of what comes in. I don't ever do deals with, well, we're going to offer you $1,000, so we should be a partner for free. No, it doesn't work like that. You give away $500 and keep $500. You give away $250 and keep $750. That's not the way it works. Whatever they dedicate to us, we give you, the mission partners, 70% of that. And you can be part of that for one payment. Just help me to put your stuff together. It's a $25 payment one time. And you can earn money simply by your followers shopping with our partners. Mission partners, we need you. The information is below. You can find the form and all the information you need to become a mission partner today. So come on, tell us who you are. Tell us why your mission matters. You know, your followers know. Now it's time for everyone to know. Tell us who you lift. When you join the program, you gain a community that stands with you, shares your story, and helps supporters find you through everyday purchases. We never accept cash money. We direct people to you to receive cash donations. We don't want cash. We simply want your receipt. For the rest of you, for those who are out there and want to make your shopping matter, you are a partner. You are our community partners. You are more than powerful. You make purchases. We give you a chance to support missions, become a volunteer. You see something that means something to you. Share that mission with your circle. Share a profile page. Introduce us to businesses around the world to make a difference. All of these things can lift a partner, lift a family, lift a hero. Because you did something. Your gratitude means everything to us. You are the engine that drives the Community Pay It Forward Batmobile. Every time you choose a giving partner, you create support for mission partners everywhere. And we are not just talking about nonprofits. We're talking about families, kids, veterans, people who have fallen and simply need help to stand up again. We are on a mission to help everyone. And today, right now, is the best time for you to join us and make this happen. People have told us all of our lives that you can't help everyone. Why not? If we work together, yes, we can. Every time you share a page, you help someone be seen. Every time you act, you make a change. When you support a mission partner, that mission partner grows. When you share that mission partner grows. When that mission partner grows, they can help hundreds of people. So one act can mean the world. We're asking you to join us today. Find out more by scanning the QR code and join us today, or use the links below. Look, Gratitude in Action Week is not about watching. It's not about waiting. It's not about hoping someone else steps forward. This is the week that we unite. This is the week we all take responsibility. This is the week about choosing to be part of something much bigger than ourselves. This is the week we come together and make our actions matter. So today and every day leading up to Monday, we ask you to act. Join the program. Share your story. Lift a mission. Support a partner. Make a change. Your actions matter. Let's make them matter more. Because gratitude is not just a feeling. Gratitude is a choice. Gratitude is an action. And this week, we're asking you, choose to act. I want to thank you for watching this video. Please share this video with others, or share. We're going to create little clips of this video and share it out. We want to make this week matter. We've got special rates for joining us. Now's the time to come out and support others. We're asking you to join Community Pay It Forward. Become the family. Now's the time to come out and support others. We're asking you to join Community Pay It Forward. Become the family. Join us this Thursday at 6 p.m. East for family networking. Come on, tell your story. Tell us what you do to help others and what we can do to help you. 6 p.m. East, contact me today at zak@communitypayitforward.us. zak@communitypayitforward.us. 6 p.m. East, no charge. Come and join us. Tell us about your program. Tell us about your business. Tell us about your nonprofit. Give us your verbal resume so we can turn your needs into someone else's benefit. by hiring you. Are you looking for employees? Come on, join us. Tell people what you're looking for. Let's get those positions filled. I want to thank you. My name is Zach Clayton. I am the president and founder. Community Pay It Forward. The Come Together Compass. Impact Podcasting Networks. This is Gratitude in Action Week. Please make sure you're helping someone, because if you're not helping someone, you're hurting everyone. No one, folks, ever has to go it alone when you join Community Pay It Forward and we all come together. Let's be great today and every day. Join Community Pay It Forward. Contact me, zak@communitypayitforward.us. zak@communitypayitforward.us. Please love someone out there, because someone out here loves you. I'll see you later on tonight with Les Simpson. It's time to show gratitude. It's time to act. It's time to help others. Thank you so very much. We'll see you soon.
Warning, the brown cloud is approaching. Some will try to outrun it. Others may not be so lucky. But don't worry, it's all part of the fun at the Chili Cook-Off for books and board games. Where the chili is hot, the flavors are bold. And Bear E has your back with the official Brown Cloud Preparedness Kit. Follow the plan. Know your exits, and whatever you do, hold your breath, because this temporary pain is all for a great cause. Join us, laugh with us, survive the brown cloud, together at Key Largo Lounge in Greeley.
Join us November 8th at 11 a.m. for the 10th annual Chili Cook-Off for books and board games at our home field, Key Largo Lounge, where our small market team is making a huge statement. Scan the code for tickets and sponsorship information.
Hey, I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight for Community Impact. Join the family now. Let's show our gratitude. Let's show our thanks by being there for people who need help. None of us have, we said it with Les, none of us have gotten where we are on our own completely. There's always been someone there to help us. Whether it's directly or because we've utilized their services or products. This is not a world that you can do it on your own. It's just not. And it's easier if you don't have to try. So let's be there for one another. Let's turn this into something amazing. I am asking you to join our family today. Down below right now, you can see the link for this Thursday's Family Networking, 6 o'clock East. Log in, sign up, let's do this Thursday. Absolutely no charge to you. Come on, tell your story, tell people what you can do to help others and what we can do to help you. One last link for you to look at tomorrow. For that meeting that Les was talking about, right there it is. Short, sweet, simple. we.csccourse.com. Once again, that's we.csccourse.com. Need that link? Need either of those links. It's a very, very simple thing to do. Take out your camera right now. Scan this QR code. You'll have my contact information. You can get a hold of me however you can get a hold of me. Thank you, folks. It's been a long road with Les. Sad to see it come to an end. He's still in the family. Still a vital part of what we do. We're just not going to do the show anymore. So, it is been a very fruitful partnership. But business grows, people grow, and you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. So Les is decided that he just doesn't want to, that he's gonna move away from the show, and that's fine. That's fine. I love him, still love him today. He's, again, still gonna be a part of what we do. If you're interested at all in the program, and I say, you know what? It is free. Give it a shot. Use this link below. Get your free membership. Check it out. See what you think. Move from there. I ask you one last time. Let's make a difference. Please get a hold of me. Reach out to me any way you can. And folks, please make sure that you love someone out there, because someone out here loves you. My name is Zach Clayton. You can see my email address right there. It's Zach, Z-A-K, at communitypayitforward.us. That's Z-A-K at communitypayitforward.us. We got a long week ahead. I want every day for someone to say something wonderful to someone else. Let's create gratitude. Let's create friendliness. Let's bring back kindness. You don't have to get along with every decision someone makes. You don't have to agree with everything they say. But damn it, we need each other. Let's make sure we don't run people off. There's no reason for it. Look, decisions I've made have not all been great. There are a lot of people who would disagree with past decisions. That doesn't mean I'm a bad person. It means I made poor decisions. I think we can all agree, I try to be a good guy. This country gives us the right to vote and be the religion that we are. Live and let live. If you don't like who I voted for, vote for the other guy. I don't care. If you don't like my religion, love yours. Keep your nose, keep your life out of mine. Unless you want to learn about it. By the way, I would love to learn about your religion, and I'd love for you to come on and tell us, how do you celebrate the month of December? How do you celebrate that holiday season? How do you celebrate that season where all the darkness starts to turn to light? Because, by the way, that's what most of the celebrations are about, including the Christian one. It started out that way. It's time to let people live the life that they want to live. I remember not too long ago when every single one of the people that I know personally, our goal was to live free, to live the life that we want to live, to be who we want to be. Let's give back to them. Let's have gratitude for who we are. Let's give gratitude for who you are. Every life has value, every life has meaning, and every life is important. As you can see on the board behind me, 51 days until opening day for hockey. So every day from here on out is a better day. Let's get together. Let's celebrate. Come be a part of Community Pay It Forward, because with your help, we can get to where we want to be. Where we want to be is to help everyone. My name is Zach Clayton, president and founder of Community Pay It Forward, the Come Together Compass, and the PAC Podcasting Networks. I want to thank you for joining us today on Community Impact. Join us tomorrow as our buddy Mr. Papa John, Santa Papa John, is going to be sharing a couple stories with us. Let's see here. Here we go. Let me go on ahead and pull this up, and I will share his video as soon as it comes on. I'm sorry, I should have been more prepared for this, but I'm going to play this so you can read it, and then as soon as we do that, I'm going to go on ahead and send us out for another week. I do want to thank you so very much for joining us. Please remember to love somebody out there, because somebody out here does love you. Remember that, you know what? Every single one of us needs other people. If you're not helping someone, you are hurting everyone. All of us have stumbled. Let's make sure that we are there to hold out our hand and pick others up when they fall. Because nobody has to go it alone when we all come together. We'll see you next week for Footprints Forward on Monday. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a great day. Love somebody, please. Because we're all we got.
Bring me home, out alone, to show me the way. You wanna hold the heart of Sunset Boulevard. Bring me here, 'cause it's not quite clear to be a part of Sunset Boulevard.
Every day, someone in our community is facing a challenge they shouldn't have to face alone. Your business can change that. When you join the Community Pay It Forward family, your kindness becomes action, and your sales becomes hope. For as little as $20 a month, you help guide families, nonprofits, and neighbors from crisis to stability. One small step, one powerful mission, one community coming together. Join the family today. Visit the website or scan the code and become a business where people can shop with purpose and support with heart.